Kind of talking about that, I know talking about Ronald in this fight and some of the possibilities going forward, is there a sense of frustration that you're not getting some of those bigger names that you're mentioning?
Yeah, a little bit. But I feel like everything is working out on my end because I got time on my side. I just turned 24 years old. So, I think the time is running out for these other fighters. I'm the youngest, ex-champion in this game in super middleweight division. So, the time is on my side. I have at least 12 years left in this game in the professional. So, if they take a fight with me now, later, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just be ready for whenever the opportunity comes. I feel like, they could avoid me for so long, but they can't avoid me forever because like I said, these fights are in demand. I feel like a lot of people want to see me fight because the fighting style I bring. I'm a pressure fighter. I give great fights. I love giving knockouts. I love giving stoppages. So, my fight with anybody will ring bells. And that's a fight that's in demand. So, I feel like if they don't fight me, then that's just going to say a lot about them. But I feel like I'm in a great position either way.
Getting on the scale, showing that you're already 168 days before the fight, was that a matter of, okay, I've done the bubble experience, I know what's not there, I'm going to lose a few extra pounds just in case?
Yeah, exactly. And it worked out good, man. I'm glad I made this decision. But also too, what I had going for me is I was very disciplined on the diet. It's not that I was starving myself the whole time. I was just eating very good, fish, egg whites, salad, a lot of water. So everything, I didn't drain myself at all. Everything I probably overate in a lot of cases, but I just wanted to get here and lower weight, and that's exactly what we did. And now it's paying off. I've never been this relaxed for a fight. I haven't even trained this whole time since I've been here. So, and I'm still underweight. So it feels really good to relax and just worry about the fight and not the weight.
It seems like obviously your nutrition is you've stepped it up to a different game for this fight, and you found something that's working for you. Do you think that might extend your longevity within this division?
Yes, definitely. And I think the key and the sweet spot that I found for myself is in Big Bear, California. So I'm gonna definitely be going there every training camp I have. I think where the place it just takes me mentally and physically is just amazing. You know what I mean? So I feel like I deserve to give my fans 110% of me every time I go in the fight and in training camp too. So that's the decision I made with me, myself, my team, my dad, and that's exactly what we're planning on doing. And yeah, I think it's definitely going to help me be in this weight division for way longer.
Thank you, David, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
And I'm just putting them together. No complaints about the hand. Shit been holding up great. It's time to show out.
I know going into the Korobov fight, kind of a slick boxer. He was kind of showing that a little bit. Now this guy's a guy that likes to come straight at his opponents. Do you see this one kind of turning into a slugfest, and is that what you're anticipating?
Yeah, because he brings pressure, and I don't really like to run and all that stuff. Korobov, like you said, he was slick. He's gonna bring pressure, so of course there's gonna be fireworks. Of course, the fight's gonna break out.
Final question for me. I know that with past fights for you and him, people are talking about a lot of weight and things of that nature. He's a big guy. You're a solid guy yourself. What do you like to be in the ring at come fight night? What do you typically rehydrate at, and how big do you see yourself being on fight night?
Fight night, that was the whole point of me going down to 75. I mean, going down to 60 because I only rehydrate to 73, 75. So, we're just going to make it happen.
I
I ain't
hear,
going to bulk up too much. I'm going to stick to the script.
I hear you. Best of luck to
Yeah.
you, Ronald.
My man.
Floor is yours, Jeremy.
Hi, Jamontay. How are you doing?
Good on you.
Good, good. Kind of looking at Terrell Gausha and his last fight against Erickson Lubin, I'm kind of wondering what you took away from that fight. What did you notice that might be able to help you out?
I noticed like he's a slow starter. Kind of pick up a little bit at the end. I guess the fight didn't really start to about the eighth round. So I'm gonna go press the issue and give him the boy the business.
Do you see age being a factor considering you're the younger fighter? Do you think that's one of the reasons maybe he has to try to pace himself out, and are you going to try to come out fast because of that?
I'm gonna come out and just be the best me I can be.
As far as final question for me, I know that against Fundora, that fight really could have gone either way, and the judges saw it as a split draw. Is there ever any anxiety about leaving it in the judges' hands if you have it your way? Are you trying to avoid that if possible?
Um, I'm going for the gusto, but I ain't going in there looking for the knockout. If it come, it come. But I'm definitely coming out on top, regardless, whatever way it go.
I hear you, Jamontay. Thank you and best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm curious, in your last fight with Erickson Lubin, what were the primary things you took away from that fight? What did you take away that could help you in this fight?
Hey, how you doing? With the Erison Lubin fight, I feel like I learned a lot. I was able to capitalize on some of the things during training camp that I was doing wrong in that fight. Was, obviously being able to let my hands go more with a southpaw and be effective. And I'm looking forward to landing my good shots. I landed some good shots in there, but just gotta get it done earlier.
Did you feel that you kind of had a hard time figuring out your pacing because of time away, the ring rust? Because once you hit those later rounds, you really kind of pushed the action and hurt him a few times. Is that one of the primary things you noticed?
Yeah, I kind of felt it when I was in there. We as fighters, we always like to say the ring rust won't bother us, but obviously it did. And to his credit, he did a pretty good job. But I feel like I'm more sharp and more ready now. Been working on some different things.
Looking at Jamontay and some of the fights that he's had in the past, whether it was losing a decision or going to a draw, what are some of the things that gives him a problem that you think you can take advantage of?
I know that he's a tall fighter, but sometimes he like to fight, and instead of boxing. So sometimes they give me an opportunity to catch him with some good shots. He like to let his hands go, and that's what I like.
Sounds good. Good luck to you, Terrell. Thank you. Hi, Matias. My question is, on paper at least, this looks like a bout between a boxer and a knockout puncher. Is that the way that you see it? And if you're the boxer, what makes you think that you can outmaneuver the heavy-handed Cruz?
En papel esta pelea se ve un boxeador contra un pegador, que si usted la mira de esa manera y si usted es el boxeador que tú piensas y por qué tú piensas que vas a poder superar y dominar la pelea con los estilos suyos.
Y bueno, nos tenemos bastante fe y estamos acostumbrados a pelear con fajadores, digamos, así que tranquilo y me tengo fe y tengo fe en nuestro equipo. Vamos a hacer una buena pelea y vamos a ganar.
He says that obviously has a lot of faith in his abilities. And yes, Mr. Cruz is a puncher, knockout puncher and knockout artist. That's what he comes to do. And that's all he comes to do. While he feels his style being more the boxer, but he can punch also, and just a lot of faith in his abilities. So, yeah, come Saturday night, I think the two styles are going to, showcase each other. And he's going to be the victor.
Kind of going to what he was saying, I'm curious if he believes that Isaac Cruz is a one-dimensional fighter, and that his movement is going to give Cruz problems.
Que si usted piensa que Isaac es un boxeador de una dimensión, solamente para adelante, solamente golpeador, y que si usted piensa que el estilo suyo como boxeador, ¿sabe? Vas a tener más éxito con eso que el estilo de él.
Y bueno, para nosotros sí, pero bueno, estamos preparados para ver si él cambia de plan o no. Estamos preparados para lo que venga. No solamente tenemos un plan.
Yeah, he believes so, but we are definitely prepared if, for whatever reason, Mr. Cruz decides to change up his game plan. We don't see that happening, but if in fact it does, then there's another game plan for anything that he tries to do. But he believes, as we all believe, that he's going to be the same fighter he's been. And being on a bigger stage now, I don't think he's going to try and change his stripes.
Thank you and best of luck.